Hi guys, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your subscribing. Thank you again. Now, if you're new to the channel, all I ask is watch the video. If you enjoy it, then please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, help me build my channel. Thank you. Okay, so today's video is of the 1960 Lincoln Memorial penny. Now remember, this penny was only the second year of the 1960 penny with the new Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. So that makes them 64 years now. Teenagers to me, but that's not it. Now there is the P or no mint mark from Philadelphia, the D from Denver, and the S mint mark from San Francisco Mint. But on this video, I will be focusing on the 1960 P and D. And that is because I have 1960 P and D that I have found. Now the new 1960 Memorial penny was a good year for collectors, because there were a whole bunch of errors and varieties, especially large and small dates. And these errors can be found on both the Philadelphia and the Denver. I found a few 1960 Denver with some errors or varieties. And these are small date pennies. These are small date pennies. Now there are several ways to identify the large from the small dates. Now, I have seen them on videos, and some involves drawing a line from here to there or from there to here, which can be a little bit confusing, right? So I picked out a couple of ways to identify them that I think is the easiest and simplest way. At least I think that's the simplest way to tell them apart. And later we can talk about some value. But I will start with the P on no mint mark large dates, and this is how I identify the large date. As you can see, it's a 1960 Liberty, in God we trust. On the reverse, United States of America, E plus 1 cent. Now this coin is in fairly good condition. I don't think it would get an MS grade, but that's good condition. This is another one, another large date, 1960. Large date. And a third one, 1960 large date. Okay? Okay. So this is how I identify the large date from the small. Okay? First I look on the zero of the 1960. No, it looks to me like a circle with a smaller circle in the middle. Right? And you look on the 6, the two ends of the 6. Right? Look at the distance apart. This is 1960 large date. 1960 large date. A 1960 large date. Now let me show you a 1960 small date. Now if you look on the zero of the 1960, it looks more, I would say, like egg-shaped, not like a circle. Not like a circle on the large date, right? See that? It looks egg-shaped. This one is a circle. That's the large date. And as I said, look on the two ends of the 6 and note the distance. Note the distance apart, right? Now, this is the small date. As I said, the 0 is more egg-shaped. And look at the distance between the two tips of the 6. Now these are from the Denver Mint. But as I said, the P and D have the same errors. Okay? Now, as I said, I use the same, as you can see, I use the same technique to identify the small date from the large date. Look on the 0 or a circle and the distance between the tips of the 6. Now that distance between the tips, just tells you that the 6 on the small date is actually a smaller 6 from the large date. See the distance? Now I think that is the easiest way to identify them. I don't know, would you agree with that? The circle versus the egg. Now, as I said, there are varieties among them, both the small date and the large date, the Denver and the Philadelphia. No, guys, there are quite a few errors and varieties with the 1960 New Lincoln Memorial penny. Right? Now, let me show you some values. This is a small date. This is a large date. As I said, these coins are in good condition. I don't think they'll be graded MS. But they are good to hold on to. Okay, so you find them, keep them. Now there's some values. This is a large, or the P of Philadelphia, right? No large yet. At MS 63 is about $4. And MS 65 about about $14. And an MS-67, $375. Now you have the small dip. Now small dip at 63, MS-63 is about $10. At MS-65, $6, and at MS-67, $340. Now guys, these are not error values. Okay? Some error values are very much higher, especially the RPMs, repunch mid-mark, okay? Of course, it all depends on condition. Okay. Now I have a few small dates with small errors or varieties, right? So I guess you guys can recognize this now as the small date, right? Remember, just look on the 6 and the 0, and you can see how big that 6 is on the large date, and the circle or the wheel, whatever. Well, let's talk about a little bit of value on the Denver. As I said, it all depends on condition. Now, I did give you that, the value of the 1960. But there is a lot of 1960 with large over small date. Now, these are the ones you got to look for. As I said, the RPMs. There is a D over D. There is a large date over small date. There was a 1960 D with a large over small date. And guys, that one sold for over $4,000. Over $4,000. But let me show you the little errors that I have on my 1960 small date. You can see a little chip there on top of the 9. It could be postman damage, but there's also a little chip over there on the R, right? Then we have this one, another 1960 Denver, and again with the chip on the 6, or a die break. And there is the R again, right? 1960 small date, die break on the 6, and the R. And let me show you the third and final one, okay? Another 1960 small date Denver, and there is the R again. Now I'm guessing if I find this much, then I guess they might be easy to find, common. But I like seeing the chip on the R's, right? 1, 2, I'm sorry. Okay, so 2, okay? But as I said, guys, There are quite a few varieties out there. There's the D over D, large over small date, and the error one, the error coins in good condition, mint condition, or 67, MS67, 68. These sells for thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars. As I said, 1960 was a good year. It was a good year for collectors. They just the second year out, and there was all these errors and varieties to be found. So guys, look for the 1960s. They're brand new. I say brand new. It was only the second year out for the Lincoln Memorial. Okay? Seems like there's a chip there on the T also, right? Yeah, and that's the small D. Never noticed that chip before. Right there on the T. On the right wedge, I would say. Anyway, guys, I found these R's, and I said I should upload a video and share it with you guys. Never noticed that T before. Funny, huh? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, just please consider subscribing. Just help me grow my channel, okay? I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys coming also. So I say, as always, thank you for coming. Please don't forget to subscribe, and you guys be safe, okay? And come back, please come back and see my videos. I thank you again, guys, and be safe.